Okay, I need some help here. Who is running this show? Seriously, who should I believe? I just don't know anymore.
So it's going to become a wind generation. And all they're doing is going to save them a hell of a lot of money, and they're using the same transmission line they transmitted the coal-fired electric on. We're going to be shutting these plants down all across America and having wind and solar.
President Biden said Friday that all of the country's coal plants should be closed because they're too costly to operate and can't be relied upon as a dependable energy source for future generations. Wind and solar will replace them, he said. He goes on to say, you know what? If I read the quote, it might make sense. Take it away, Joe.
Massachusetts, about a month ago, on the site of the largest old coal plant in America. Guess what? It costs them too much money. They can't count. No one's building new coal plants because they can't rely on it, even if they have all the coal guaranteed for the rest of the existence of the plant. So it's going to become a wind generation. And all they're doing is going to save them a hell of a lot of money, and they're using the same transmission line they transmitted the coal-fired electric on. We're going to be shutting these plants down all across America.
No coal plants. End all coal plants. Got it. Very clear.
There is no more drilling. I haven't formed any new drilling.
More years of offshore drilling.
No,
In the Atlantic or the Pacific, but in the Antarctic and off the Gulf of New Mexico, or off the Gulf of Mexico.
that was before I was president. We're trying to work on that, get that done. Thank you.
Then, in a rally speech over the weekend, he clearly stated there would be no more drilling. It was implied he was talking about oil. He was talking with a woman in the crowd about Pacific, Atlantic, Arctic, and Gulf of Mexico drilling, and that's clearly in reference to oil. He said there would be no more drilling. That seems clear to me. Is anyone else having trouble with this? No? We're all clear? Okay, good. I mean, he's the president, and his word is the final authority on American policy. I mean, as I understand it. But wait a moment. What's this? It appears there's some new info? Wait, huh? Oh, he didn't really mean what he said?
We don't often get a very lengthy Saturday statement from you clarifying the president's remarks from the day prior. Can you walk through what the genesis of that was and whether or not you guys thought that perhaps it would be politically problematic had those statements been allowed to stand?
So we just wanted to be, you're talking about the
Coal plants.
so we just wanted to be very clear on that, which is why we put out a statement. It seemed like there was some confusion on that, and so, you know, I want to say this. It was, some of you were there. It was loud and hard to hear, I think, or maybe not exactly what was being said, but I currently don't want to get into punditry from here and why we did it or do it or you know paid or did it on TV. But I spoke to this over the weekend. The president's words, we believe, were twisted. And we were very clear about that. And anyone who knows Joe Biden knows he comes from a coal country from Scranton, Pennsylvania. His great-grandfather was a mining engineer, as you all know. President Biden knows that the men and women of coal country built this nation, and he has spent his presidency fighting for coal communities so that they too can benefit from the energy transition we're in right now. Again, the reason why we put out that statement to you asked me about the genesis. We believe his words were twisted, and we just wanted to make sure there was some clarity.
Okay, I know that was hard to watch. Just let me summarize this for you. Blah, 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 nonsense, gibberish. We believe the president's words were twisted. Oh, do you? You believe they were twisted? We all heard what he said. But nope, this tiny diversity hire is here to make sure that the words you heard with your own ears is not reality. It was twisted. He actually supports mining because he's coal people or whatever. So who do we believe, Biden or Jean-Pierre? Biden says one thing, but then Jean-Pierre tells us he meant another thing. Is anyone else getting tired of this? Some people, much wiser than I am, created the 25th Amendment a long time ago. Well, for a situation like this, when a president is not qualified or competent to carry out the duties, he can be replaced. Are we there yet? I don't know. At this point, I just want to know what to believe. Should we trust the president? Or should we wait a few days to find out what he really meant? I mean, I want this country to be great again, but I fear we're heading in the wrong direction. And the amount of damage that happened in the last 2 years, it's a little concerning. We've got 2 more years left. I'm not sure we're going to make it. You guys have any thoughts about this? Drop some comments for me. If you have thought about this before but didn't quite know how to say it, then subscribe so I can bring you some more of my thoughts tomorrow. All right, I got another video coming later, so I'll see you soon.